I hope you're ready for the hypest stream in the history of Mega Man 4 until now. It's gonna be amazing. And there's nothing anyone can do to prepare us for the mayhem that we will have. Sup, ding dongs? It's your boy Toad. How's it going? You like what I did? You like what I did there? You like that? Hold on a second. See, that actually works. Is this my gamer persona? No, this is me. This is me IRL. Actually, I thought I'd go real for the stream. And not be that wannabe Toad that I'm always being. This is me in real life, sup. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Rockman 4 brain lamp. Let me have somewhere this Rockman 4 Qualifier Heat Tournament Reveal Extravaganza. That's as good as the production gets on this stream. Anyway, welcome. It's good to see everybody. I hope you like. I threw this together, this little scene here, last second, to try to come up with something a little nice, something a little silly. Anyway, I think it's about time we get started here in a sec. Hold on. And something else to do here. Oh my god. Okay, they're here. I didn't want to say anything. It took a lot of effort to get this done. I had to pull a lot of strings, talk to a bunch of cousins. But I'm pleased to say we have the Mr. Keiji Inafune, one of the godfathers of Mega Man himself, here to talk about Mega Man 4 and all these fantastic runners. Mr. Inafune, can you say hello? Hold on, I can't hear you. Let me turn up your volume so everyone can hear you. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that's not even. God dang it, it's Waiter. Are you serious? Wow. Really? Well, I paid like $2,000.
You wanted some Mega Man 4 greatness.
I mean, yeah, this is fine. This is alright. This is fine. No, I'm just playing. What's up, Waiter? How's it going, man? Good morning, dude. Are you pleased?
Hope everyone's well. Yeah, I'm very pleased.
Oh my god, it's good to hear you. Can everybody hear Waiter all right? Let me cut down the YouTube audio a little bit. We're jacking tunes off of YouTube. This is Chiptune Rockman, really good album.
Jacking
tunes. Ding dongs. I know it's
hey,
weird.
what up, Pat?
I'm sponsored. Heck yeah. All right, let me How do I? Okay, I can't screen share, I think, Waiter, but you'll just see on stream what we're talking about. So we're gonna reveal each heat. We all the mods. We looked over the availabilities and the diversity and skill that we have, and the way people have grown since the tournament announcement. And we tried to compose the best, most hype schedule that we could. That being said, if you're here and you see your time and it doesn't look good to you, after stream, definitely hit one of us up and we'll figure it out. But as it stands right now, it's very exciting and I'm super excited to share it with you. I'm sure Waiter will have a lot of interesting commentary about the runners as well that we're gonna see. because he's been in the scene and working hard as well himself. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Let's reveal the first heat. As you know, they are named after the Robot Masters. So the first one we're gonna do is Pharaoh. No disrespect to the bright first runners. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pharaoh Heat. Tuesday, June 2nd, 2 p.m. EDT, 8 p.m. CST. We have our good friends Kumba, Brass Wolf, Vet, Charlie Boy, Barrel of Rats, and Darko.
That's a good lineup right there.
Yeah. So, lots of strong players here. Kumba, a lot of you guys know Kumba, ROM hack master. Just absolutely insane. Really, 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 really good at Mega Man. So I'm very excited that he kind of jumped in last minute. I didn't expect to see him run a vanilla game with us. But I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, same here.
Brass Wolf has been picking it up lately. Brass Wolf is a good X-runner. It's going to be exciting to see him come to the game. He has a fondness for Mega Man 4. So he's going to be putting in some good work, I'm sure. It's been nice to see him work. Vet has been around for a long time now, since like I started running 4. I'm sure like a lot of Mega Man 4 runners know him very well at this point, and he's been steadily growing in Mega Man 4 for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pumped to see him perform and keep growing for this because he's put in a lot of effort already and a lot of hype. And then has been. Go ahead.
Does a lot of races too. I mean, so he's ready to go.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Vet's part of this crew of dudes that are like between 40 and 45-ish that like race all the time, and you see them on all the time. Like Vet, Krebel. Gosh, why am I blanking? Like Stunt Rooster's part of those homies. You see Moniker in there sometimes too. Oral's in there. There's just been like this group of growing runners that have been all hanging out and racing and stuff. So it's cool to be able to put a tournament together for them to duke it out in. And waiter, feel free to interrupt me if I'm talking a lot and you have something you want to say.
Oh man, you're good. You got the hat of power on. Right now.
Get the Toda. Just kidding, idiot. Don't be quiet while I talk. No, I'm just kidding. We have Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy has been putting in work recently, been PBing. So I'm glad to see Charlie Boy. Same with Barrel of Rats. They both kind of started recently. Rats has been progressing very steadily. We started with 1 hour, and they were a little unsure about how they could grow before the tournament. But already they've knocked their time down into like the mid 40s, which is awesome. For those of you that don't know Darko, Darko's a fantastic Mega Man speedrunner. If you go look at their times on the Mega Man leaderboard, they have some very powerful times. Darko kind of snuck in at the last minute on the sign-up sheet, but I'm super pumped. They're going to be some serious competition. So I think that this is an interesting heat because I feel like we have kind of like Charlie Boy and Rats kind of like in this area of like new and growing and being able to kind of show up to each other in that sense. I think that Vet and Brass will be an interesting little mini matchup because Brass is new and very experienced, but with other games. But he's going to be having to, cut his teeth in Mega Man 4. Whereas Vet's been around for a long time and put in some good work too. So I think that they'll be a good match. And then Kumba and Darko, I think, would be an interesting little duel because Kumba is just super.
He is godly.
Yeah, super good, and so is Darko. And Darko hasn't played in a long time. So Mega Man 4, at least as far as I know. So I think that that'll be a cool matchup as well.
Yeah.
So
seems like a pretty amazing heat right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be hype. Also, by the way, thank you for the subs, G&D and Debu as well. Thank you so much. Did you have any comments about Pharaoh Heat, Waiter, that you wanted to throw in there before I move on?
No, I'm good.
Cool. I'm very excited, so I'm talking a lot.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
And I had a lot of coffee.
You got that coffee, bro. You got it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm stoked. I was so pumped to do this. Alright, so here we go. Up next is the Bright Heat. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Exactly, yes, perfect. That's exactly it. I'm gonna lower this camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. So in the bright heat, we have Mads, Vanez Prince, Pro Infernate, Vidap1, 8-Bit is Great, and Riley. So, with this heat, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Mads is another one of those community staples. Real cool guy. Does a lot to help out. Has been for a long time, and he's good at Mega Man. He plays a lot of different Mega Mans. So he has like a lot of knowledge as well. So I'm sure he's gonna put on a really good game in the heat for sure. Vanez is he speedruns a bunch of different games if you check him out, but I know he's been talking about Mega Man 4 for a long time. In terms of like how much he loves it. Like I've seen him in a lot of Mega Man 4 streams. I've seen him play it before. So I'm excited to see what he'll do because I know he really cares about the game, and I think that he'll end up putting in a lot of work, which is exciting. Pro Infernate is a solid runner as well. If you check, I was actually just looking at their channel a little bit before because I'm not as familiar with Pro Infernate as some of these other runners, like on a personal level. But they're a really solid player, very experienced. I believe Mega Man 10, right? Infernate? Because I see you in chat. If I'm sorry if it's a different one, but I'm pretty sure it's Mega Man 10 that you've kind of flexed out in and put in some good work. 10 is your go-to game? Yeah, okay, cool. 9 or 10? Gotcha. So, after that, with Bedap. Bedap1 is a very solid Mega Man runner. Really good times in a bunch of games. Very powerful runner. Another one I don't know as well personally. Like I've hung out and they've hung out in my stream. We've chat a couple times, but I'm excited to see what they can do and see what's going on there. 8-Bit is Great. I mean, if you look at 8-Bit is Great's entries on the Mega Man leaderboard, they have like runs in so many categories for so many games.
Oh, like everything.
Right, yeah.
Like everything.
Everything. They play a lot of Mega Man.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be able to jump in and just play well already. I've seen them do some runs, and they're doing decent enough. So, but Dap is a legend, saved us the easiest 15 frames in Mega Man 3. Sweet. Yeah, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Badap as I could be, but when I was kind of investigating in preparation for this, I was like, oh snap! Like I knew Badap was good. I had seen them play, but I didn't really know truly what they've done and the work they put in until I was poking around a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and then Riley. I mean, Riley, if you run Mega Man 4, follow Mega Man 4, you know Riley. Riley was one of my opponents in the AGDQ 2020 4-6 relay, so he had to prepare a lot for that. So did Sage, who you'll see in a little bit in his respective team. So they put in a lot of work for that, and I know Riley's been putting in work for this. I've seen him play recently.
A lot of work. I know he's been practicing a lot and doing like stage practice and stuff. So he's been putting in a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, if you check the room sheet, yeah, he's just like knocking out times. It's crazy. So I feel like with this heat, I feel like Mads is gonna have to power up to, I think, face Riley in this one. I think Mads has some experience with the game. I think Riley, is going to be, really strong here, but I think Mads will be able to put up a good fight for Riley, keep him on his toes. Infernate and 8-Bit have some good rapport there, so we kind of wanted to see them face off as rivals. I thought maybe they would enjoy that as well.
You gotta have the playful rivalry.
Right, yeah. Some of the heat groupings were based on kind of what we knew about the players too and their relationships in terms of like competition and friendliness and all this stuff. So some of that is factored in as well. So we think that's a good matchup there. And Badap too. Badap I think will be really good for Riley and Mads in that like trio of power for there. And I think Vanez is going to be kind of in that like Infernate 8-Bit is great group of people powering up in Mega Man 4. So 8-Bit's your best friend. There you go. So that's we try to aim for that. kind of thing. So you guys could be like, let's do this. You know, like pull a little X and 0, interlock arms. You know, so. But yeah, so that's the theme behind this heat. So can you check to see where your heat is? G&D, we haven't revealed it yet, so you're good to go. So. So no worries. So I think that's it for Bright Heat. Is there anything you wanted to add?
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Sorry, I was reading chat.
No, you're fine, man. I just want to check before I move on, so that way I don't skip something. All right, so here we go. Moving on to ring in 3, 2, 1. Ba-ba-meow. Here we go, guys. This is an interesting heat because I'm in it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but this heat, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. We have Rift, Waiter, Resisting Frame, Pot Dot, KK, and Looking Toad. So, this heat, I had a little influence in because I'm in it. Sorry, and I'm also organizing this, so a little biased. I had a little bit of priority in figuring this out. So here's the logic in this one. I love Waiter. Waiter's one of my best friends in the entire world. I could gush about how amazing he is forever.
Instead, he wants to crush me in our heat.
Exactly. Yes. The alternative, though, is to destroy him as a human.
Oh yeah.
So, I have to wear 3 hats, Waiter. Okay. I have to wear the best friend I love you hat. I have to wear the we're rivals, I'm going to kill you hat, and I have to wear the Toad hat in order to channel all the energies I need to proceed as a human in my life.
Those are a lot of hats, man.
I have to have all the hats. So okay, so here we go. So I wanted to really be in the same heat as Waiter because I feel like Waiter has just grown tremendously post GDQ. Like I feel like his to be honest, his PB has not caught up to his level of skill by any means. So I think that before the tournament, Waiter's going to crush his PB. He's going to continue to grow, and I think that Waiter will bring a serious challenge to me in the ways that we're familiar. And I think people will enjoy seeing us race because they know about kind of like our growth together and how we're like bros. So I'm excited for that.
Same here. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to being able to talk trash and then slowly but surely lose to you.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm gonna talk the nicest trash and be like, dude, you better slow down or I'm gonna come over there and smooch you.
Man, you're playing that game really fast. I think you should probably slow down, sir. Those slides are too crisp.
Right. Okay, so next up I'm gonna talk about Pot Dot and Resisting Frame. So Pot Dot is also and Frame are good pals, kind of like with us in the sense of like we've gotten to hang out at GDQ. Frame we got to hang out in Colorado at Colts. It was a lot of fun to get to know Frame. Pot Dot I have like this little solace moment usually like where nobody's doing stuff or sleeping where he and I get to like work on Mega Man 6 and he teaches me the same 3 stages every GDQ. So like it's been nice kind of getting to know him as well. I know Waiter's gotten to hang out with Frame and Pot Dot as well. Yeah. And they're all very competent players in Mega Man, or both of them are very competent in Mega Man 6. As I'm sure you know, they're very, very, very good. Pot Dot's already been crushing room times in in the room sheet. And Frame, even though you guys might not know this, Frame is pretty experienced in Mega Man 4 already. Like, he was racing with us at GDQ and could definitely get through the game, no problem, and play a competent race with us. So, like, even though people might not know that, like, I'm sure he's going to put on a good fight as well.
Absolutely.
Rift is new to the game, but is an experienced runner, much like KK. KK's a Mega Man 5 runner, as well as other games. KK's been around for a while, has a lot of knowledge and experience, so I expect KK to get very strong. And I expect Rift also to get very strong. He's a very experienced Mega Man X runner, very cool guy, very cool personality, and I think Rift and KK will have a nice little rivalry.
Yeah, Rift has done really well. He's gone from, I mean, I want to say about like a month and a half ago having like a 50 time to like, I think he's down to like a 40 something now, almost a 41, 55. Yeah, he's totally crushed his times.
Yeah, I think that like we try to assemble it in terms of like tiers of competition almost. So I think like me and you will be kind of like the the tension between us. I think the tension between Frame and Pot Dot's going to be really cool because of the Mega Man 6 stuff, and then their rivals in this new territory.
Right.
And then I think Rift and KK are going to put on a good fight too. So I think this heat's going to be really cool. Very exciting heat.
Should be exciting to watch, even though I'm not going to be able to because I'll be in it.
Oh, well, I think it's going to be more fun then. So actually, I have you scheduled for updating the timesheet during that heat. So you're going to have to, in between stages, update everybody's times live as they improve. So.
Oh, so legit. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you volunteered for this. I knew that you wanted to rise to that challenge. I hope it doesn't impact your gameplay. I mean, if it does, I mean, that helps me, but I didn't think of that. So I just wanted to give you, like, opportunities to...
If I can give everyone else the best experience they can have while I'm updating the times, I'm all for it.
The best experience is to lose for me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just teasing you, dude. Of course, you don't have to update times. What you can play. Okay, so are we ready to move on to Dust Heat?
Yeah.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, hold on. Resisting Frame's here. Yeah, your name's in there. This is your heat, buddy. I threw you in Pot Dot, me, and Waiter, and Rift, and KK, buddy. It's going to be amazing. Alright, here we go. Alright, 3, 2... Yeah, okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Dust Heat. Let's go. Wednesday, June 4th, 9 p.m. EDT, 3 a.m. CEST. So we got Slurpee Ninja, Great John, Antlers, Krevel Star, Moniker, and Mr. Cat. So
pretty strong heat right there too.
Yeah. So basically, what I feel like we were going for here is Moniker, Krevel, and Antlers are also in that kind of like friend group I mentioned earlier with Vet, Oral, like a lot of these kind of like 39 to 45 homies that are all hanging out and racing and stuff. G&D's in there too, as we'll see. We'll see him up a little later. And Vet's in there too. So I think Antlers, Krevel, and Moniker will all kind of have a nice little thing going on. Great John's also a pretty strong runner that fits in that group. Meanwhile, Mr. Cab is a very experienced, like OG, long-standing Mega Man 4 runner. Tons of experience in the game, very knowledgeable. So I think that with his experience and where he's at, he's going to play really well against Slurpee, because Slurpee is just... I mean, we know Slurpee. I mean, like, Slurpee's, like, fantastic runner, very powerful. I mean, just last night, I think it was, like, him and Sarantian, who we'll also see later, did a race, and I mean, they're both, like, the top 2 players in the game, and they were, like, 7 seconds apart, I think it was, in this race. Last night, like, in the like, just extremely powerful players. So I think Slurpee and Mr. Cab will have, like, I think Slurpee will have enough time and experience and practice to be able to approach Mr. Cab with a good challenge. So I think that that's where we're at with this heat.
I like that heat a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do some Skull. So 3, 2, 1. Skull. So Skull, we have Brian, Carter Freak, Debu, Oral, and Hypa. Oh, you're approaching me? Yes, I have to get closer to you to beat your PB. So, is that a JoJo reference? Internet memes. Okay, cool. All right, so we with the Skull Heat, we have Brian. Brian, also known as Twilight RMA back in the day, I believe. Brian is a very, very old school, powerful runner. I always call him Tails because he's pretty young, but he's super good. I mean, if you don't know Brian's runs, like he improves very quickly. Back when he got into Mega Man 4 for the first time, around when I was like mid 38, he just got into it and was like, oh, I'm gonna get good at it, and like immediately caught up to my PB. Which is something that would happen to me also later in life. Fatso, Bako. Just like, yeah, Brian's really good, so I'm excited to see that. Carter Freak is a very powerful Mega Man 11 runner. Also very experienced, also good at learning and getting good quick. I'm excited to see Carter Freak power up as well, kind of in that level of good, experienced Mega Man runner that's going to learn very quickly. Debu's been putting in a lot of work lately. Debu's kind of like a really cool guy, good at games. and he's been growing steadily. I'm excited to see him though get like really hyped for the tournament. I'm excited to see him really want to like come hard, and I think that he's able to. He's just been getting better and better and better. He's got another thing I think going on, kind of like Wader right now, where his current PB isn't, I think, very good representation of his actual skills. And for the reason, I think for similar reasons, that they've been putting in a lot of lab work and a lot of lab time, and they're just kind of now recently getting into runs. So I think Debu's going to put on a really good fight, especially against Oral. Oral has been also just putting in so much work. I see Aurel in like every Mega Man 4 stream I go to almost, and I'm like in all because I'm creeping around everywhere. So Aurel's there and like talking about strats. In the practice sessions we do, Aurel's there. In the races that they're all doing, Aurel's there. So I'm sure that Aurel's just gonna steadily just keep powering up and bring a fierce game. Hypa. If you don't know Hypa, Hypa is just also a very powerful runner. Hypa is 38-1, I believe, in Mega Man 4 right now, which is, I mean, obviously stupid good time. So, Hypa, I think, is gonna be a very good and powerful challenge for Brian and Carter Freak, I think, because Hypa's already kind of established and experienced, and Brian and Carter Freak have the potential to, like, become very strong. So I think it'll be exciting to see kind of like a veteran Hypa going against some of these powerful, newer to the game runners. And I think Debu and Oral are going to be able to fight it out very well.
Yeah, it's going to be a super interesting heat to watch. I mean, I just feel like there's so much potential in that one that could be just super sneaky and everyone just gets fantastic times.
Yes, I'm excited. It's going to be a very powerful heat. Up next, we have the dive heat. So, here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Dive heat. Here we go. Dive heat. We have Mellow Flows, Stunt Rooster, Mr. Otter, Guy Next Door, Green Mario, and Sage.
Damn.
Yeah. Interesting heat. Loaded. I know, man. It's gonna be very interesting. So, we have starting with Mellow. Mellow has been just steadily just powering up, just so fast, so strong. Like mid 38, I believe already. Like above, I think a little bit above 38.30, like 38.40 something, I believe. Like, Mellow is very competent, very powerful runner. And as someone noted, I forget who it was. Someone noted that Mellow's been very consistent lately. Like in terms of getting late in runs. So like, I think Mellow is going to be a very, very powerful runner. Mellow's here. What's up, We gotta bust a freestyle for Mellow. Gotta be like, Mellow, it's a swell fellow, play Mega Man, sing like a cello. That's it, we're done.
Sing like a cello.
Yeah, donate $5 for every syllable in that freestyle. No, okay, so here's the logic here. Okay, so Mellow is a very powerful runner. And I think Mellow is going to be a very good challenge for Sage. I think Sage, as we know, is also a very powerful runner. He's been putting in a lot of practice in Mega Man 4 by playing Persona lately, so I'm very excited to see how that pays off. No, no, I mean, Sage is just has been around since, like, forever, like, since, before Chelney. So he's always had a ton of insight, very good at looking at the game, very good player. So I mean, he was one of my opponents, like Riley in the relay. So I'm excited to kind of also see what they bring. They were fresh from the relay. They've been taking a little bit, but I'm sure they're going to come back and kill, like Riley has been, and Sage I'm sure will as well. So with the break that Sage has kind of had versus the intense growth that Mellow has had, I think the two of them are going to really be able to power up against each other in this heat. So Stunt Rooster, we see run a lot of Legacy Collection, which doesn't get as much of attention that we don't normally see. Just I think it's from a lot of people because of the input delay. But runners that do adapt to it and enjoy it and play it fine, they're interesting runs for the sake. There's no lag, which is really cool. I mean, that's kind of changes Mega Man 4 for sure, like in playing at Legacy. And the added turbo is nice. So like, yeah. What's bot? Yes, LC. Buttspot knows.
But
Yeah, no, so
amazing.
horrible. All right, so no, but it's cool that Stunt Rooster puts in that work. Because it's not easy. I mean, it's a hard category I think to run because of the input delay. But Oral enjoys it and is good, and also does Mega Man outside of that. So I'm excited to see Stunt Rooster get really good. I was in a stream last night. Was it Mello's stream? And Stunt Rooster was there and was like popping in and out of Mello's runs to like talk about their practice and work they were doing. And they seemed excited, they seemed engaged, so I'm like, heck yeah, Stunt Rooster I think is going to grow and get strong. And be a good challenge for Mr. Otter and Green Next Door. Or Green? Wow. Guy Next Door. Brain. I don't know. Guy Next Door. I'm said green because the splits are always so green. Oh, so you saved it. We got it. No, okay, so Guy Next Mario. Green Next Door. That's what happened. I was looking at green. Okay, so anyway, Mr. Otter, by the way, I'm glad we put you in dive because you know Otter and dive and water. See what we did there. So. I think, you know, Mr. Otter is an experienced Mega Man X runner. I think that they're going to grow quickly in Mega Man 4, along with Stunt Rooster and Guy Next Door. Guy Next Door has been playing Mega Man 4 for a while and has a good time. Like, so, I mean, I think that they're going to grow in terms of the experience they bring. Guy Next Door is going to be a good challenge for them to try to, like, come at. And Green Mario is new to Mega Man 4, but I've been watching them play and practice. They're an experienced Mega Man runner and speedrunner in general. They do a lot of Zelda. And I forget the other, Mega Man 3, I think is the other Mega Man game they run. But I was watching them play, and they're solid at Mega Man. Like, they're good at figuring out stuff, identifying what works, how to be consistent. I mean, they're good. So I'm sure they're going to advance and be kind of like a neat, like, four-way battle between Stunt Rooster, Mr. Otter, Guy Next Door, and Green Mario, and then Mello and Sage are going to be, like, attacking. So you're here for the Persona tournament? I think Sage is hosting that one.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm saying is Sage may have been playing something else, but you don't know how much taking time off of a game and then coming back to it can actually help you so much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. So true. So true. I think that, yeah, I don't think it's going to be, like, any serious detriment to him, really. I think he's going to play very hard and very well. Okay, so you ready for the next one? We talked about everybody in there? Okay, so let's do it. The drill heat. 3, 2, 1. Drill heat. We have Squidman, Buster Only Queen, aka Dragon Metal Queen, Prizzy, Infinite Mystery, Tired Monkey, Impalia, and Colonel Fatso. So this is an interesting heat right here as well. A lot of like diversity in terms of like skill, experience, for what to look at, you know, for like in terms of battles to watch. So poor Impalia. No. Okay, so with the heats, you can't really look at it in terms of like they're all competing against one another, because technically in every single heat, everyone is competing against each other, because only the top 32 times make it into the full bracket for matching after that. So one way to look at it is like specific rivalries being grouped into one heat together that you can look at. So in that sense, I would look at it like this. So Squidman I talk about a lot as my first... He was the first person to personally help me in Mega Man 4. He taught me Skull Zip. He was playing Mega Man 4 when I was first learning it, and I mentioned that I was learning. And he did Skull Zip, and I was like, that's really cool. How do you... You know, he said, you want to know? And I was like, sure. So he demonstrated it. And that was really cool to me. I'd never had anyone stop and be like, let me teach you Mega Man at that point. You know, other than Tired Monkey gave me some tips, and he's in here too. So it's it's like the mentor's dream, or heat. But no, so Squidman is a solid runner. Very knowledgeable, experienced across a lot of Mega Man games. I'm excited to see him play, and he's got a time that's very similar to Tired Monkey. Tired Monkey's also very experienced in a lot of Mega Man games, and he's good at Mega Man 4. And so, like, I think him and Squid will have a good rivalry. Tired Monkey also was the first person, like, when I was running straight off my PlayStation without live split, I was using a timer on my phone. I was playing Legacy. He was like, hey man, if you want to get serious about speedrunning, dude, like, let me help you out. Like, he helped me with live split and gave me suggestions for OBS. and for switching to emulator and how to practice and stuff. So Tired Monkey was, I'm very grateful to him. So Squid and Tired are gonna duke it out. Dragon Metal Queen has recently put a ton of work into Buster Only Mega Man 4. So they're familiar with it in a bunch of ways. They'll have to adapt to do the any percent, which is different. I would say that they're both challenging in their own respective ways. But I think that Dragon Metal Queen will definitely be able to put in some good work and put in a good run and kind of like come at Squid and Tired Monkey in that sense. Infinite Mystery, by the way, is amazing. A lot of you know Infinite Mystery. He's just got like the most powerful stamina and endurance of any runner. Extremely experienced across many games. He'll participate in marathons and just be good to go through all of it. Very kind soul. Every time I see him, like at GDQ, he's one of the most nice persons to me. Like he's the only person that consistently every time asks to get a picture with me. Yeah. Like since the beginning, before I was even super good at Mega Man, he's treated me like he was super happy to see me and like made me feel like I was a big deal and like appreciated and valued, and like I feel like he's like that with like everybody. Like he makes everybody feel welcome and encouraged. Super cool guy. So I'm very excited that he was able to play with us. I Am is the best dude. I mean, yeah, he's like he's amazing. Like one of the best humans. Like just super kind, super great. If you don't know I Am, definitely gotta get acquainted because he's super cool. So I Am, I don't know if I know he's got a lot of like IRL stuff going on, so I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to put in a ton of time. He might be able to, but I think that Impalia, who's going to be... They've never even speedrun Mega Man. They're going to have to put in work. She joined and is just, like, going for it, and I really respect that. And that's something to know, too. Like, even if you're a beginner, something to think about is what you can contribute in terms of your enthusiasm, your willingness to grow, your willingness to have fun, your willingness to put up a fight. Like, that's... Like, even for veteran runners, that's, like, that gives, like, us energy. It's like, oh, that's awesome. This, like, new person is, like, going hard and, like, doing their best. And they're not being, like, you know, all, you know, sad and unfortunate about it. They're like, yeah, I want to do this. So, like, I think it's cool to see, like, you know, some people that have never played jumping in just to have fun and pick up the game and compete. So I think that if Tired Monkey is picking up Mega Man 4, or not Tired Monkey, but Infinite Mystery is able to pick it up and put in some work, and Impalia can, we might see an interesting little rivalry there. Perhaps. It all depends. It's uncertain, truly. And so then we have Prizzy and Fatso. So, a lot of you people know these two legends, I'm sure. Extremely powerful runners in all the games they play. Prizzy has world record for Mega Man 1 through 6, like, all together. And is a top 10 runner in, like, all classic Mega, I think. I think all of them. He's top 10 runner. And then Fatso, world record Mega Man 3. If you were there for that grind when he was going for it, like, I mean, just, like, veteran of, like, all the games. Extremely good at Mega Man X, extremely good at Mega Man. I think him and Prizzy will be able to put on, like, a really good fight. Prizzy just PB'd recently. Fatso put in a lot of work recently to get to second, but just like me, we got bopped by Baco. It's unfortunate, man. We gotta defend. Gotta come back. Gotta fight hard. I know. Like, I was already like a little... Had some feelings off of Fatso bopping me, and now I have even more feelings off of Baco. I gotta get to that world record before he does, man. I'm stoked to put in the work for the tournament and see what happens. But I think Fatso and Prizzy will be a really good fight. I think that that'll be like for the veteran runner fights, that'll be one of the really good ones to see. So I think this heat, like I said, is really diverse in terms of skill, and for where people are at with their rivalries. We have Impalia and Infinite Mystery kind of coming in fresh. Squid, Buster Only Queen, and Tired Monkey kind of in this like pool of being able to fight, and then Prizzy and Fatso like at the veteran level fighting each other. So very cool heat.
Yeah.
So let's go into Toadman. Are we ready? Ready for this one, guys? 3, 2, 1. Ba-ba-bam. Boop. Okay, so this heat, We have Ohon, Retro Game Commander, Casio third, Conster, Jorge, Paulors, and Abeko. So, can't believe Toad is in the... Looking Toad isn't in the Toad group? I know. That's alright, though. Fine with that. So, Toad is Saturday, June 6th, 11 p.m. EDT, 5 a.m. CST. This particular heat is kind of like optimal for a lot of the Japanese runners because of the time. And of course, Ohon and Beiko are legendary runners from Japan. Just have done so much in so many games in significant ways. Both are fantastic at Mega Man. Beiko just recently bought me. And he jumped to second. Like he's I think 37-23. So he's like 6 seconds away from Japan. Or Japan. I was reading Oral saying Japan, so it took over my brain. From world record. So I mean, Beiko is crazy powerful. Ohon is also crazy powerful. I mean, Beiko has world record for Mega Man 5 as well, by the way. It's just rowdy runners in this tournament. Yeah. Ohon is also just extremely powerful. If you don't know Ohon, I mean, Ohon's times, if you go on the leaderboard, is just ridiculous. Ohon is top 10 Mega Man 4 already, off the bat. He got a 37-40 something earlier today, I think. Yeah, already he's prime, just jumping back in and only gonna crush his time lower and lower. So I mean, Ohon and Beiko is just gonna be an intense and really cool fight. And then we have Jorge and Casio's kind of like another 8-bit and Infernape situation in terms of we know they were familiar good buddies. We thought that would be a good rivalry, good for them to play against each other. Jorge is really experienced in Mega Man 5, very good runner. Casio is another top 10 and everything super powerful runner. I'm not sure if he's top 10 in absolutely everything, but I know that he's got he was playing in the 1 through 3 relay at GDQ. He's got a lot of really powerful times, so I'm sure he's gonna play really well and gonna be a really good challenge for a lot of these guys. I think Ohon and Beiko is going to be a direct rivalry, and I think Casio, Conster, and Jorge are going to kind of be in a group. But Conster and Retro Game Commander, I think, are going to be in a similar position of also being kind of getting their legs back for the game and being able to compete with the time they have for getting those legs back. So I think Retro Game Commander and Conster will kind of have a thing, Casio and Jorge will have a thing, and then Ohon and Beiko will have a thing. So I think it's a pretty cool heat. So, alright, so going on to, this is the final heat, the Dr. Wily heat. So, I hope we're ready for that. 3, 2, 1, ba 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 ba. Final heat, Dr. Wily heat. We have HJA, Ichi the Kitty, Polari, Sarantion, Von Rufio, Zeo Zeta Zendarius, and Ahmad. So, this is also a pretty varied heat, really. Originally we had, Sarantion in, Toad with Beiko and Ohon, because of, time zone stuff, and we thought it'd be cool to group them and let them, fight it out, kind of in those rivalries. Sarantion needed to shift, so we put Sarantion and Wily, and we were trying to construct this one. So, this is interesting, though, because, HJA, Polari, Sarantion, and Von Rufio, and Ahmad are all, really powerful runners that are, I think going to be able to put on, this kind of four-way fight. Because HJA is really good Mega Man 9 runner. He's getting really good at Mega Man 4. It's been giving him a hard time lately, poor HJA, but he's really good at keeping that drive when it's being mean to him. So, he's been powering up and getting good. Polari is another OG, been around for a long time. Polari is one of the database members of the community. I feel like he's got very, very, very good knowledge in terms of how the games operate. And so he's always got some good information. So, and good commentary too. Polari, I think will play very well. The Walking Wiki, yeah, exactly. Polari's very powerful. So I'm excited to see that. Sarantion is Mega Man 9 runner. It's just insane. Both, I was mentioning earlier, him and Slurpee are just these Mega Man 9 champs, and they're they raced recently. It was insane. So I'm excited to see Sarantion bring a really, really good fight, because he's an experienced runner and already getting really good at Mega Man 4. and I think we'll be able to kind of like bring a little heat to HJA and Polari, you know, in terms of being super good. And Von Rufio too. Von Rufio, another like experienced runner with a lot of games. Normally does, I believe Mega Man 2. So I think that this is kind of like a newer, the sliding Mega experience is a little new for him, but he's already getting good, and so, I mean, which is expected. I expected a good play out of Von Rufio. Zio is a runner from, like a long time ago. I think he said like 2011, 2012. So Zio hasn't played in a while, but he said he's interested in learning and getting back into it. So he's kind of coming in hot and fresh. Same with Ichi. Ichi's in a similar position. Hello, Ichi, by the way. Ichi's in a similar position of coming back to the game, getting their legs back, powering up. So I think Ichi and Zio will kind of have a nice little fight going on. Ahmad is I think the powerhouse here for this heat that the other runners are going to have to try to fight and come at. Ahmad is already very experienced with Mega Man 4, very powerful Mega Man 2 runner. Ahmad is had been running Mega Man 4 very well even back when I was just learning. So Ahmad has Mega Man 4 in his hands really good. So I think he's going to be a good challenge to bring heat to Rufio, Sarantian, Polari, and HJA. So whereas in some of the heats there's like a big like gap between like you'll have two really good people, two kind of medium, and two kind of like just starting in terms of journey where they're at. I feel like this one has like a big pool of kind of like all kind of like all over the place, like anything could happen kind of thing. And then you have like Ichi and Zio coming up in terms of like that we're new and we're fighting. So Ahmad too is another one that's been around since the beginning that has really helped me out and giving me information and help. So I really appreciate Ahmad. And I appreciate Sarantian too. Sarantian has been a really good contact and help in terms of like for me like interacting with like overseas runners like Japan. So I really appreciate Sarantian being a good like correspondent and helping me relay information and translate information. So really thank you for that. So that's it. That's the heats. That's all 55 players organized into these various heats. I want to say shoutouts to Mannix especially. Mannix did like the lion's share of all of this scheduling and organization. He basically essentially did it, and then we pulled me into a call, and we only shifted it around a little bit after that. But most of the scheduling and insight and structure was provided by him, the sheet, everything. So big shoutouts to Mannix.
Props to him, yeah.
And to the admin team in general. Waiter, HJA, Mr. Cab, KLM, JC from Speedgaming. A lot of really good help. So thanks. And so next I actually want to talk about prizes. Prizes! Okay, so I gotta find a better way to use that. So I'm getting tired of wearing these sunglasses inside, so I'm gonna take them off. See, that's what I should have saved it for. So, alright. So, let's talk about some prizes. So, first of all, we're gonna have a cash prize. It's a pot, so it can be added to. Consider this. Okay, we have 55 competitors, assuming no one drops out, they all compete. If all 55 competitors contributed $5 minimum into it, that's $275 increase on top of the already $250 base that's going into it. We had another person offer to contribute $100 already, and then we had a couple other people already express interest in contributing to the pot. So if everyone did the $5 thing, plus all that other stuff, we're looking at a $625 pot already, if something like that happened. So consider if you have $5 to contribute. That's optional, you don't have to. But if everyone contributed $5 to that pot, and all that other stuff happened, this pot could be huge. If the pot ends up getting huge, we might consider splitting it up. We might consider like giving first place some money, second place and third place, something like that to that effect, depending on what happens. We'll kind of gauge interest as we build the pool, and I'll have more information on distribution and how to collect for the pot. I'm going to be talking with Speedgaming about that. They use something called Mercherino, I think. So I'm going to be learning and investigating that. And so yeah, so there's that already. I'm in talks with Biddy Kong as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Biddy Kong. Biddy Kong does some amazing custom cart work. We're going to be making a Mega Man Rockman 4 tournament cart. Kind of like how they made like tournament battle carts for like promotions, like Nintendo promotions, like the Star Fox 2, I think they did that. Like, what else did they do that with? But it's kind of like that, like how they had carts for tournaments. It's going to be a special Mega Man 4 tournament edition cart for the winner. Is a gold cart Mega Man Rockman 4 cart a prize? That's what I'm saying, is I think it's going to be like a gold tournament cart, like a championship cart with Mega Man 4 on it.
Can we wear it on a belt?
You can wear it around your neck like Flavor Flav if you want.
I'm kind of doing that. I'm already planning on winning, so I'm just trying to figure out what I should do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about where to put it in my room. I might actually like drill it to my chest, like Iron Man, except it's a cart.
Nice.
Like so that's 2 things already. So here's some of the collectibles that I've assembled, and there's some more on the way too. So we have a lot of spicy stuff going on. So here's some of them. I have these little Mega Mans here. I have a Cut Man and OG Mega Man. You can see them here. These little guys. So some of these collectibles will probably be prizes for Kalinka Cup. And they will be based by raffle. Kalinka Cup is... So the way the heats will work, for those that don't know, the top 32 times will proceed to Cossack Cup. Cossack Cup is the one with the cash prize and the first, second, third, fourth prizes. Kalinka Cup is an optional bracket you can compete in if you don't make it into the top 32. So those prizes are by raffle only and available to all participants of it. And the reason we did that is we didn't want to create an incentive to like lose. If there was a prize you really wanted in Kalinka, or if you wanted to like lose purposely and then go sweep Kalinka like and collect all the prizes or something. So the ones in Kalinka are all raffle, and then the ones in Cossack are merit. And we might grow just what prizes are available as it grows. People are interested, by the way, if you're a community member that does art, music, whatever, if you're interested in contributing something like that as a prize, like I know Alex does like the wood burns, she mentioned she might do something. If you do, Squid is going to do something as well for prizes. So if you have some way you'd like to contribute either to the pot or other prizes, definitely let admin know. So we have those 2 figurines. I have this Mega Man Pez, unopened with the Pez in it. It's a pop Pez dispenser. I don't know if you care for the pop aesthetic, but it's kind of neat. So we have that. I have these Mega Man trading card sleeves, like for Magic the Gathering or whatever have you. They're by, I believe, Dragon Shield, which is a really good, reputable sleeve maker. Unopened. Really cool if you play cards. So there's those. I have this Mega Man figure here. It's pretty cute.
It's actually pretty sick.
Yep, there's that one there. I have this Mega Man 11. It's regular Mega Man, Blockman, Mega Man, and Blockman himself from Mega Man 11. I have Bomb Man and Guts Man from Mega Man 1, obviously, Pixel Mega Man. And then I have this Mega Man figure. It's a Taku figure. I like this figure because it's weird. If you look at its eyes, they did something wrong, I think. Because they're kind of weird. Like, the longer you look at it, the weirder it gets. But that's fine. So there's that. And then, last but not least, I have these prizes. I have Mega Man Extreme 1 for Game Boy Color. I have Mega Man Extreme 2 for Game Boy Color. And I have Mega Man 3 for Game Boy. So those prizes, though, these might end up being something that if we have like some of these like big banger prizes that people really like, we might end up having like a prize choice thing like for the competitive prizes. Like first place gets to pick from a pool of the high level prices, and then second place gets to pick after third, and then fourth, or something like that. Like I said, the price format is still building. I have to talk with Speedgaming, but I'll definitely be posting in the Discord to let you guys know what that's going to look like and what you can expect. But yeah, this is insane. 55 competitors, like everyone at different levels and growing in ways that are interesting and cool to see. We'll have a big bracket in Cossack Cup, 32 competitors. Like, that's a ton of competitors. And then, like, we have a lot left over after that for Kalinka Cup, which will be really interesting to see as well, because we'll have all these really tight players in 32, and then we'll have these players that are still growing and able to fight against each other, like they're kind of like their peers, because we'll be able to create some good matchups with the people that participate in that. So, I mean, I think that it's just, this is going to be insane. I think, like, there's interesting matches everywhere in this. So I'm super grateful for everyone that's come out and signed up, that showed support. I'm going to show some love to KK, making promotional material, and being really, really fast with corresponding and putting in the work for doing, like, art and layout and stuff like that. So thank you, KK. Manix for just doing so much admin stuff for us and doing reach out and talking. Junkyard Dave for helping me get in touch with Feasel and JC from Speedgaming for also being really quick to communicate and work with us. HJA, KLM, Mr. Cab, Waiter, fellow admin homies, Colt as well, Colt Tahoe has been very helpful. Everybody has just been like a really good contact. I basically did this. I've been saying this to people. What I did is I went, pizza party. Who wants a pizza party for everybody? And then like everybody that knows me like came together. And then I was like, who has money? Because I don't know anything about organizing a tournament. I'm basically like a nice human and I know people, I guess, or like my abilities, and I play Mega Man. So I'm very fortunate that all the people who are experienced, who are knowledgeable, who do have like connections with the people I would have needed to talk to, I'm so glad that they surrounded me and did a lot of the work and the help. So thanks for that for everybody. And I hope you're all excited. I hope you're... What's up?
Toad, thank you for putting everything together. If it wasn't for you, this whole entire thing wouldn't be a thing. So, I mean, I want to thank you, and I'm sure everyone else does too, for putting in all the effort and the passion that you put into this. So,
oh, thanks. It's my pleasure, my treasure. I love it, man. This is I keep saying this every time. Like every time I see like 6 people live all racing or practicing together or something playing Mega Man 4, I'm like, this is my dream. This is what I want. This is what I wanted. And so it's like a thrill for me to spend time doing this and putting work into it. It is absolutely my pleasure, and it doesn't even feel like work half the time. It is effort and takes time, but it is definitely entirely
for the pizza tournament.
Pizza tournament. Waiter doesn't understand pizza. That's deep lore. I can share that. We can talk about that. I'm just... No, but no, I'm super grateful. Ever since I started doing this, it's been really interesting and good for me. I've gotten to meet and hang with people that have been like, you know, a lot of people know this. I'm like a fanboy of everybody. Like, I love seeing everybody power up and grow. I don't know, it's just how I am. Like, and I try to be cool with a lot of these guys, but I mean, it was so surreal to be at, you know, GDQ with these people that like 3 years ago I would like see in videos and wonder what it would be like to do something like that. And I feel like I've never been a talented gamer. And like, I mostly played RPGs before Mega Man, so I never even considered I could be like good at games. But like, I feel super lucky to have been in positions and have had opportunities where I was able to develop as a player, as well as meet really cool and amazing people that are like either super skilled or have the enthusiasm to work at the game like I do on my level, like when I was growing. I'm super happy to meet all these new players and their enthusiasm for the game, and being excited to work and grow and seeing them learn. It's extremely motivating for me. I'm grateful for like I said, the veteran, the senior players that are better than me, that have shared knowledge, help organizing, and have straight up beat my times. Thank you for thank you for putting the competitive spirit in me. Shoutouts to Fatso and Bako for bopping me and making me, you know, every time that happens, it really makes me consider what I'm doing with the game, and the direction and like the effort and the way I practice and the way that I look at the game. And lately I've only grown. I've only gotten stronger. I'm not even at my final form, and I don't think any of us are yet with this game. And so I'm excited to see all the competition and heat that we get in this tournament. So
Heck yeah.
yeah. So just kidding, you guys suck. Well, got him. No, we'll just.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
All of that.
Right? Yeah, all of that just to be like,
Got
God,
you guys.
idiots! I lured you in just to break your hearts. So
The Toad way.
yeah, exactly. No, but no, I think that's essentially it. I might be on later doing runs. I'm sure a lot of you will too. Thank you for the kind words, everybody, and I hope you all are satisfied. If you have any questions, concerns, conflicts with the schedule, if you want to just chat or whatever, man, I'm around. Definitely let the admin team know about the admin stuff, and I'm always around to chat. So, and yeah, let me know if you want to contribute to the pot, and let me know what amount, and I'll put it down and share it with the tournament admins, so, because now we're going to be gathering prizes. So definitely in the Discord, hit me up, DM me about what prizes you would like to contribute, whether it's cash or some kind of material item like an art and a craft or a collectible. I can start building and organizing the prize system and talking with Speedgaming about that. So definitely, if you're one of those people, definitely DM me ASAP. So awesome. Yeah, and oh, friendly reminder too. If you haven't checked out the rules, check out the rules. If you haven't checked out SRL and gotten that set up, check out SRL, because you have to do that. If you don't understand it, I recommend racing somebody or asking to race somebody, or at least like mock starting a race with somebody before the heat, so that way you understand it. Also, in the heats, in the beginning of Cossack 3, for the cups, yeah. I mean, yeah, so eventually, I mean, you just want to get it done eventually. But yes, I'm glad Manix clarified that, because I was wrong. It's for the cups, not for the waves. In the beginning of Cossack 3, there will be a sequence of inputs that you will need to do to validate your run to prove that it's like live and that you're doing it. They're specific to each heat, and that will be revealed to you before your heat after you check in. So that way you'll have that for your reference. So I think that's it. Is there any questions? Does anyone in chat have any questions, comments, or anything before I close up? I'm probably going to take a break and then come back and do some practice, do some runs.